Oh yeah, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please welcome yourself to the 28th episode of the Blind Counter Podcast. I am your host with the most, the Offset, aka Big Bob, and I'm joined here today with my co-host and executive producer today, Mr. Akira Amane. How you doing today, Mr. Amane?
What up, bro? Good, good. Just had a long day, but I was excited to talk some duty. I was hitting you up earlier, talking some champs, talking about the game. So let's get into it. How about you, bro?
Chilling, man, chilling. Just got back from the parents' house, celebrated Dad's retirement party, so went hard in the
Oh, hell
paint
yeah.
that week. This weekend here, also watched a lot of Duty. But yeah, man, we got a lot to talk about, and it's gonna be a damn good time to talk about some Call of Duty today. We got a lot of topics of discussion here. Um, but yeah, man, we can. I mean, if you want, man, we can just go ahead and just jump right into the action here because there's a lot to talk about.
Hell yeah.
Bet. All right, so let's go here and jump right into the action here on the first Friday night, which was April 19th. We had the first series go down for week 2 of the third major qualifiers here. We had Carolina Royal Ravens going up against the New York Subliners, and this was a surprising 3-2 victory for the Carolina Royal Ravens, able to knock out the New York Subliners here, taking home the hard point on subbase, the search and destroy on Rio, and then New York answering back with the control on high rise and the hard point on Rio. And then it was a 6-1 slam fest on the search and destroy Karachi, going in the favor of Carolina Royal Ravens. What speaks to you here on this series here, man? Because there's a lot to unpack.
Yo, this is a crazy stat board right now. Like, okay, so obviously Gwyn stands out. He was him. He was going crazy. I mean, 1.47 against New York. Like, your whole team's red, but like, it doesn't matter, bro. Like, with teamwork, obviously is enough to take out New York. I'm glad. I wish it was a little bit more close in the final search just for like the viewers, but for Carolina to get a win like this, I mean, game 5 too, like that's always a good time. I'm happy. I'm glad they got it.
Hell yeah, man! This was the first time that they were able to be together in one place. So they actually moved
Oh, yeah.
into a facility, quote unquote, starting this weekend here. And it seems like the results speak itself here, with all of them being in the same location. Because previously they were all at their house working remote, if you will, from their house in different locations, different states, stuff like that. And then all of a sudden now they were able to get a facility in Carolina, so they are all four in the same building starting from this series moving forward. And just going from the results here, man, it was a 3-2 fashion against a top four team. And yeah, this was a Gwyn masterclass. He dropped 115 kills and 78 deaths, a 1.47 with a plus 37 spread with 20k damage. It was a Gwyn masterclass. Holy titties. And I'm pretty sure we need to go ahead and make this a known stat here. So Gwyn is actually him. He broke the series kill record, which was previously held by Simp at 111 versus OpTic Texas, and he officially broke that kill record and is now 115 over 5 maps, a new CDL record beaten Simp's previous at 111. So definitely rookie of the year statistics just for this series here. I mean, there is no other way to explain this than this being a rookie of the year series for Gwen. An absolute masterclass out of him. Definitely slammed New York
That's
Subliners into the
crazy.
dirt.
4 more kills, bro.
Yeah, dude, 4 more kills, 115 kills, a CDL record, man. It is
It was a
absolutely insane.
marathon simulator. He just be happened to have a gun on him. That's crazy.
Dude, 20k, he was shooting, bro. Shooting.
20k, bro. What's
Yeah.
the lowest damage in the lobby? Like 14
14
on
5.
his team.
Yep,
Yeah,
felony.
damn.
14-5, Clayster 14-7, TJ 15-6. Everyone on the New York Subliners 18-18, 16 and 15. Everyone's positive except for Skies with a .92. Everybody else is a 1.0 or 1.1. Sim actually had the highest KD on the enemy team. This New York Subliners with the 1.14 with 10k or with the 10 plus spread, but definitely uh this was a Carolina fucking hoorah win here, so
Yeah,
they definitely
like
needed this.
finally, like they
Yes,
needed this for real. Confidence, points. I mean,
finally seeing some life out of Carolina. But
yeah,
I'm glad I'm a Carolina fan, so that was good to see
yup.
them here. But we'll go into the second series here. Moving on, we had the Seattle Surge versus the OpTic Texas, and this was a 3-0 victory for OpTic Texas. They were able to play and take home the hardpoint on 6-star, the Search and Destroy on High Rise, and then the Control on Karachi. Anything that you want to speak about on this series here?
Uh, I mean, it kind of went as expected, but like, imagine if Seattle won. Like, 04 probably would have felt like him. He would have been like, "Bruh, I just got up on here doing my thing, blah blah blah. Now I'm beating OpTic." Like, he would have been in his feeling in his bag. But I pretty much figured the search was close, but then you're like, okay, the control, the teamwork, it just wasn't matching up. The pace wasn't there. Even with Hugh, like you would think Brezi's kind of. I mean, you're not really high on any of these guys as far as like thinking they're gonna do something. But I mean, let's see, Kenny. Yeah, Kenny was playing really well this weekend.
Yeah. I mean, everyone on the side of OpTic Texas positive. Your KD leader being Shotzi with a 1.33 with 11k damage, and everyone on the side of Seal Surge negative. As to be expected, definitely a stinker out of Hook this series here with a .67 and a negative 19 spread with only 39 kills out of 3 maps for him. So definitely a bad series for Hook. And Brezzy not far behind with a .78, Abuza 8.6, and a 0.4 at 9.5. So definitely a lot to work on here, but just I mean to be expected against OpTic Texas. So um,
I mean, yeah.
yeah. But we're just going to go ahead and move on to the last series of Friday night, which was the Toronto Ultra versus the Miami Heretics. And this was a 3-1 victory for the Toronto Ultra. Miami came out hot on map 1 with the hard point on Vista win, and then Ultra answering back on the Search and Destroy on Karachi, Control and Invasion, and then the hard point on Karachi. Anything that you want to speak about on this series here?
I was kind of worried in the first map. Not gonna lie, I was like, yeah, Toronto's got it, whatever. But like, okay, Miami's back online, and they came out really hot, like you said, and then it just kind of started going the other way. It's like, okay, typical. But they had me in the first half. But yeah, Kleenex was doing his thing. Envoy, this dude, I think he's got his headset. They must have got new ones, and he thinks it's backwards, but it's not, bro.
Yeah, dude. That's funny
That's the
because
only way.
he has been having a absolute blender series these past couple of times, man. I mean, even just on the hard point alone, literally, he's been just not not doing well at all. Let me just go ahead and check
But
map
like,
one.
why, bro?
Dude, I don't know. A
Why,
.75 map one, and then a map four, he had a .68. I
bruh?
mean, on hard point for him has just not been looking well. I mean, he turns up
I mean,
on the
scrap.
search and
Yeah.
destroys. I mean, he had a 2.17, 13 and 6, and then another dude. I don't know what's going on. He's only performing at searches, and then the respawns, he's just getting absolutely slammed. I mean, his teammates are definitely carrying his dead weight, but it's not looking so hot here for Envoy. So hopefully he can kind of dig deep and try to figure out, what the fuck he needs to figure out, and be back to prime Envoy. But right now he's kind of playing the worst he's ever played in his career. Um,
Yeah. I mean, just talking based off stats. Like, obviously, he knows how to play the game and all that stuff. He can shoot, blah blah blah. But like, strictly numbers. Do you think like, because there's only so much to go around. Like, you got a 1 point, what is that, 3.4 for Kleenex, 1.43 for scrap, another 13 on top of for insight. Like, so maybe like,
I mean, he
if
could
it
be,
was more even,
yeah, he
they
could be
could be
that gap
green. But
filler, that kind of.
yeah, like he just might have to be saying fuck it.
Yeah, he's just gonna have to take one for the team and get the dub. I mean, they are winning in a 3-1 fashion, so it's just
But
definitely
that's not
hard to.
gonna get Phase down. That you
Yeah,
gotta have that. You gotta have him green to even compete with Phase.
yeah, yeah. So definitely an interesting series um, to round out Friday night, but
Yeah.
Ultra top four against the bottom eight, typical win for a top four team there.
Hmm.
Musty Pants 420, what's up? Welcome to the chat, my guy.
Hey, yes, sir, Ski. What's
All
up,
right.
man?
Then we're going to move on to the following Saturday, which was the uh, Saturday, April 20th. Lays up. We had the Los Angeles Thieves versus the Miami Heretics once again. And this was a surprising 3-2 victory for the Atlanta Thieves, the LAT, Los Angeles Thieves. The first map went to LA with the hard point on Vista, then Miami answering back on the Search and Destroy on 6-star, then Los Angeles bringing it to a 2-1 on the control on High Rise, and then Miami answering back on the hardpoint Rio, and then LA rounding out the series here in a 6-4 fashion on the Search and Destroy on Invasion. Anything that you want to speak about on this series here?
I mean, I haven't really believed, I should say, in LA here lately, but I'm glad they got the win. I mean, they're 2-0 in the weekend. Like, that's what's up. I mean, Miami, not too bad. It's about what you'd expect coming back from everything that just happened. But,
No.
I mean, definitely, definitely interesting the way they were playing. I mean, yeah, Dan was absolutely toasted, and that's why they won. That's what I'm going with.
Yeah, that's funny. So I mean, yeah, with the pickup, the Joe Deceives pickup on LAT, they've definitely been way better than Afro on this team here. So I definitely see a lot of improvements there. Got a better flow, is what it sounds like. Maybe better comms, better teamwork, things like that. Better vibes. It could be multiple things there, but definitely interesting to see because Miami has been a contender in the bottom eight. So by any means, they're not like the absolute worst team with the Real pickup, but I know it's been kind of hit or miss with Miami here recently. So to be expected, LAT, your um, yeah, Ghosty and Crimp both positive here, and then Joe Deceives, Nasty both negative, and on the opposite side, Miami, Metals and Real both positive, Lucky and Fickle negative. And a little bit of a stinker out of Joe Deceives with a .77 negative 23 spread, but they were able to come out victorious and then overcome the Miami Heretics in a 3-2 fashion.
I
Um,
mean, it was literally a toss up, bro. I mean, you see how these games went down, like, just overall kind of weird watching. I remember feeling like, what? It's kind of just all over the place, but like Ghosty obviously he has a certain structure and play style, so I was trying to follow that instead, but I mean, yeah, like you said, Joe Deceives. I'm just glad they got the dub. I wonder where do you think they're going to end up at the end of the season, bro?
which
LA.
one? LA? I think they'll qualify. I think they'll qualify.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think they'll be
Okay.
dead last at qualifying, but yeah. I think I honestly think they're gonna show up here because I mean they got
So if
Dan
they get 7th, you'll
Ghosty.
be surprised.
Yeah, I'll be very surprised. It'll
Okay.
be eighth, seventh, or eighth, and I see Carolina and um, Vegas being 5 and 6.
Okay. You see Rocker in there?
I see Rocker. I see Rocker in there being seventh, and then LA being eighth. I
Okay. I
like the
like it.
Gunless
I
pickup.
like
I
it.
like the Gunless pickup a lot.
Me,
Um,
yeah, side note, glad he's back. Glad
yes,
he's back.
yeah, he's definitely much needed in the EL for sure. But we're gonna move on here. We're gonna go into the second series of the Saturday night, which was the Las Vegas Legion going up against the OpTic Texas, and this was a 3-0 victory for the OpTic Texas boys in green, the Green Wall. They took home the hard point on Karachi, the search and destroy on Invasion, and then the control on High Rise in a 3-1 fashion. Anything that you want to speak about on this series here, Mr. Mane?
I'm glad we got a 3-0, or Optic got a 3-0, but I would have liked this watch 6-star between these two, just to see how it plays out, but I'd rather it not go that far. But I mean, Pred obviously did he seem like he was playing faster to you? Like I'm not just because they're talking about it, but like it didn't seem like he was like playing corners and shit like that anymore. I felt like he was running and gunning more than usual.
Yeah, I mean that's definitely probably he definitely had a talking to because I know there's a viral clip
It probably
rolling
did.
around
Yeah.
this week here of Karma kind of just venting out on a RuneScape clip of him saying that we play too
OG.
scared and fucking dick in the dirt, laying down, not making a move and stuff like that. So I think that kind of translated into this series here, and he was like, "All right, bet, let me show you something," and drops a 1.40 plus 17 spread for the entire overview of the series here. 59 kills, 42 deaths, and 3 maps. He said, "All right, fuck yeah, what up?" So definitely could have
Watch.
been, a takeover for Pred, but at the expense of Shotzzy going 0.85 and a -8 spread. So, it could be, Pred kind of taking some of that um, away from Shotzzy and kind of just that making that counterbalance a little bit heavier on the Shotzzy side to go negative. But I mean, everyone on the side of OpTic Texas positive except for Shotzzy, and then the opposite side here, a little bit of a stinker out of a Steam with a .64, 39, and 61, -22. You just can't see that happening. But it is up against the OpTic Texas attached 1.02, Geo .91, and Nero, the only one shooting back with a 1.18. But I mean, yeah, this was just an absolute to be expected series out of the boys in green. Good to see that they are now 2-1 for the split and 6-0 for the weekend here. But any closing thoughts on the series here for you?
Uh, I'm wondering, like, I was thinking of it like as like a teeter totter. Was like, all right, if Pred's MVP, that means like he's getting the kills and keeping him disorganized, and Shotzi's just running around scrambling him. But like if
Cleaning up.
Shotzi would say MVP, Pred's kind of might be like we were saying, chilling, maybe playing a little slower, and then you lose the pace, and then you start to get uh fucking out rotated, what have you. So like I wonder how that, because what if they're like, okay, Pred has to be playing well or matching Shotzi to win, or does it even matter if Shotzi would be MVP and how that would look stat wise? But then you got, I mean, two other pieces, Dashy and Kenny, like they could have a good or bad game as well. But I don't know, it's very interesting. I just like getting into the micro of it all, but
Yeah. No, I
it is
definitely.
really a flip of a coin, so you can't read too far into it.
Yeah, I agree. But a good series out of the boys in green there, becoming a flawless victory for them. And then we're going to go
It was
into,
fun to watch.
yes, sir. And we're going to go into the last series here. And this was a Seattle Surge versus the New York Subliners. And this was a surprising 3-1 victory for the New York Subline, or for the Seattle Surge.
Bruh, yeah,
Dude,
what?
what happened? Did they not spawn in?
What?
Like, what is going on here? We had the Seattle Surge take down New York Subliners in a 3-1 fashion. They were able to take home the first map, which is the hard point on Karachi, and then New York answered back on the search and destroy on Invasion, and then Seattle taking home the search or the control on Invasion, and then the hard point on Vista in a 250 to 140 or 194 fashion. Anything that sticks out to you on the series here?
I wonder if Sib, wonder if his hand's hurting, bruh.
Yeah, a little bit out of a stinker for Buddy. He has a one or
Oh,
a .70 -25 spread, 14k damage, 59 and 84 out of 4 maps. Skies, 1.44 +28 spread with a 92 and 64 KD for the overall series here. I mean, holy titties, he was the only one shooting back. I mean, Hydra a 1.03 with a +3 spread, but everyone on the side of Seattle Surge is positive except for Hook, barely. He had a .99 -1 spread. I mean, he was just 1 kill negative, but I mean, just an absolute turn of events here for Seattle Surge.
it
Um,
is impressive though. I like even with Kismet and Sib not doing well, probably leaving Hydra out to dry. Like just can't, you can't get every 1v2. You know what I mean? So for him to still be positive is crazy. Yeah, Skies was doing his thing, but I mean, it's weird seeing Brezzy as like the match MVP, but you can see by what he was doing, and I guess the teamwork was there. It was weird though. I didn't really catch on to it. It was just like, why are they winning? It was so confusing.
yeah. I don't know if the new update with the new balancing of weapons has kind of got New York Subliners in a fraz or
Oh
what.
yeah, yeah.
But it just seems like something's not clicking here recently with the team. Something. So definitely a absolute surprisingly
Yeah.
A surprising loss for the New York Subliners here. I mean, I did not expect this to happen at all, but it happened, and I mean, damn, GG's the Seattle Surge there.
Do you
Um,
think do you think they're gonna get nerdy and like maybe bring in a gun or some shit at the next major?
yeah,
Like
they might,
one that didn't get GA'd, you know what I'm saying?
they
And just
might.
be like, all right, we're gonna the meta changed, we're gonna change it again.
Yeah, I can definitely see New York whipping out something. Um,
That speaks sender to me. He'd be like, oh, like they're something in the back pocket.
dude, imagine, bro, it's just
That'd be lit. I want to see that. Like,
like a
please.
Volk meta
Yeah,
change, and then they just
yeah.
win
It's
it.
Major 3 too. Like that's happened 2 years ago. Major 3. Like,
Dude,
do it again.
let's do it. That's funny. Okay, and then going into the Sunday morning, we had the Carolina Royal Ravens going up against your LAG, and this was a 3-0 DoorDash challenge for the Carolina Royal Ravens, coming out victorious with a
Ooh.
3-0 up against the Los Angeles Guerrillas. They took home the hard point on 6-star, the search and destroy on Rio, and then the control on High Rise. Anything that you want to speak about on this series here?
Carolina is vibing right now. That's all I know.
Yes, Carolina
They are
is
vibing.
slamming and vibing. They good vibes all around. I mean, that definitely needed to
Needed to
happen there
happen.
for it. Yeah, yeah. I'm glad to see it because Clayster definitely, brings the passion. Felony brings that passion as well. And Gwen and TJ, I mean, it's just like a friendship league there, and then trying to get Gwen up and running. I mean, he's been slamming shit. So it's just definitely awesome to see there. And then, I mean, damn, we had Assault dropping a .77 for the series here. 44 kills in total, 57 deaths, negative 13 with 9k damage. Put the ass in Assault on this series here. And then TJ.
Oh my god.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks.
I like what you said. You fucking asshole. God
And then the series MVP would be TJ Holly with a
damn.
1.16 hard point KD, a 2.2 search and destroy KD, and a 1.17 control KD. Yes, that boy Tej going crazy
The
with the
boy with the cookies.
overall. Yeah, sure. Mr. Insomnia himself,
Yo,
1.27 with a 13 spread.
that would be a crazy sponsor, like on their jersey. It said like Insomnia cookies, dude.
Dude,
That would
I would love to
that
have an
might be a
Insomnia.
late night snack tap untapped market. You feel me?
Dude, that'd be sick as fuck, bro.
I need some right now. You ain't lying.
Yeah, for real. I need some sweets in my life. But anyhow, we
I'm
need
glad.
to get off that because I'm trying to, what I'm saying, I'm trying
Everybody hurting.
to.
No, I'm glad they won. And I mean, LAG's been looking kind of weird. I mean, they're definitely a land team by the looks of it the past two majors, but like you'd think they'd at least put up a map or two. So I don't know. We'll see next weekend or this coming weekend, but
Yeah,
yeah,
it,
I don't know what LAG's not looking good, bro.
definitely not looking good. They're 0-3 this split. So I can definitely see them kind of
They
if
need
it,
to change,
yeah, they're gonna need a change.
and they're pushing it, right? Like you probably need to do something like
Yeah,
yesterday.
yeah. Not looking good for the boys in
We'll see.
purple over there, but definitely
We'll
a
see.
hype win for Carolina, a 3-0 victory, rounding out their second weekend in the qualifiers. So good to see there. Good to see there. And then moving
Hey, what's
on,
good, Spongy?
yeah, share what up, Big Sponge.
Hey,
And then we had the
Sunday.
second series here. We had the Boston Breach versus the Minnesota Rocker. And this was an absolute banger of a series here. And it was a 3-2 fashion for the Minnesota Rocker here. They were able to take home the first map and the second map, which was the hardpoint on Karachi and the search and destroy on Invasion. Then Boston Breach answering back in a 3-0 fashion on the control on Karachi, and then taking home the hard point on Vista, and then the Minnesota Rocker come out victorious in a 5-5 round 11 map 5 victory on the search and destroy on 6-star. Anything that you want to speak about on the series here?
That was round 11 at the end, wasn't it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I mean, Beans was going crazy. Like, I mean, he kept them in the game, but
Yeah.
I mean, I liked Accuracy's little like Thanos snap. That was hard. But he, I saw somewhere it's like he thought of that all night the night before. I was fucking
Oh my
laughing my
god.
ass off.
Yeah,
But
he's like,
I
I'm gonna
mean,
get this revenge.
I thought, yeah, I thought Boston was gonna do something, but yeah, Accuracy had the ice. Gunless is back. We were talking about him. I mean, Standy was kind of, and Linz was doing his thing. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Standy,
interesting game.
Standy went huge that last round. Kind of almost
Yeah,
won
he
it.
did.
If he did not, I think he won it for the team there on that round 5 or round
Yeah.
11, map 5 there. Um, if you guys want to go back and watch that, that was an absolute crazy play over there by Statue, just kind of taking down 2 people in the smoke. But it was an absolute nail biter. This whole series here was absolute. Um, so much fun to watch. I mean, it was going to be like a 3-0 sweep from Minnesota, and then next thing you know, Boston Breach turning up on the control, getting some momentum, and then Beans going crazy on the map 4, getting like 4 dead on that last rotation to win them the map, and then going all the way to a round 11 search and destroy on 6-star is an absolute fun way to go out. Accuracy 1.03, lens 1.20, and Gunless and Sandy both negative with a point 0.8. And everyone on the opposite side there, Beans 1.15, Priesta 1.21, Pentagram 0.8, and Snoopy 0.99. So, like I said, man, I mean, I definitely like the Beans pickup. I like them keeping Priesta and Snoopy, but to be honest, man, I'm not digging the Pentagram pickup. I never thought he would.
Yeah,
I was very optimistic when they decided to bring him in. But I mean, just kind of seeing what's been going down, and it just does not look good.
dude, that dolphin dive. We might. I don't know if the clip. We'll see. But there might even be a clip of Beans later too. I'm trying to see that. But yeah, they. I don't know why they went with. Well, probably censored trying to get Pentagram. Just giving him his shot. But it's not working, bro.
It's
And
not.
like, I've never played a professional game in my life. I don't claim to be that guy when it comes to the top 250, but like Snoopy does seem like someone in the league currently who could use another year or two of like solid experience. And if he wins, if he's in the top 8 every event, then yeah, he's probably ready. But I don't know, man. Something about it, like, usually you can tell.
Yeah, I
I
mean
just
this
don't know.
this just screams my dad owns the team energy. He's just
Yeah.
kind of getting his way with everything. He's just kind of like,
He's got absolute blackmail on these
yeah,
people,
dude, I
bro.
don't know what's going on, dude, but it's so weird that they're so heavily invested in such a rookie who's like not a well developed, you know.
And they have the academy, like, just, that's what it's for, to bring him up in the league, but, like, it was premature, in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. He definitely has a gunny for sure, but as far as like
Oh, he's nasty, but, like,
teamwork
yeah.
and comms and keeping shit flowing, it's definitely something that needs to be worked on for sure.
And then
Um,
trying to do that consistently while there's split spawns and shit, like, he's probably losing full.
yeah, facts. Oh my god. And then that's going to round out that series here. Then going into the last series for this weekend, we had the Atlanta Faze versus the Toronto Ultra, the Scrappy versus Draza. And this was
Papa versus son.
Papa versus Son, and this was an absolute DoorDash challenge. A 3-0 victory for the Atlanta Faze versus the Toronto Ultra. Faze taking home the hard point on 6-star, the Search and Destroy on
God,
Rio,
dude.
and the Control on Invasion in a 3-1 fashion on the Control. Anything that you want to speak about on this series here?
Celium had his pistol out, just going
Ooh.
1.83 overall. That's
Oh
crazy, bro.
my god, dude. Do you see the stat
That's
line on this here?
crazy.
Everyone had an absolute shitter, dude. Envoy 0.55 for the series, Kleenex a 0.66 for the
What?
series,
What's
Insight
scrap? What's scrap?
0.65, and Scrap a 0.98.
Oh wow.
-1 spread. He was just barely
He
negative.
was trying so hard, dude.
Dude, he was, I mean,
He
even
was
with
in
this
hell.
series here, he was the only one shooting back,
He
53
was in
kills. Everyone else on his team, 30 kills, bro.
God. Yeah, I mean, Simp has been honestly like he's probably the best right now. Abeezy's obviously always crazy, but like something, yeah. Simp 150 health. I mean, Celium doing absolute tricks on it. Like it, this is crazy, and I
Dude,
love it because it was a good 3-0, but like you want a game 5 out of the top four, but yeah, I mean, Ultra's a good team. That's the thing. So this is crazy to see. Like, yo, like what OpTic is really. They're competing with them. They're obviously losing. Giving up shit. Like so. It goes back to the 50-50. If you get this one rotation, it could change the whole map set. But like, not with these stat lines. Holy shit, bro.
yeah, this is an absolute masterclass out of Atlanta Faze in an absolute blender for Toronto Ultra. I mean, everyone's negative on the side of Toronto Ultra. Envoy negative 30 spread with a .55. I mean, holy hell. And then on the opposite side there, everyone on Atlanta Faze positive with your KD leader being Stellium with a 1.83 plus 25 spread. And then Simp, your MVP, dropping a 1.45 and 21 spread, 68 kills, 47 deaths, going absolutely rogue on the map here, just doing Mr. Everything himself. So, yeah, definitely a surprising victory for Atlanta Faze here. Just as far as like the absolute slam fest that they just chokehold that they put Toronto Ultra in. I mean, it just seems like they're just. I mean, Ultra's playing like damn LAG. I don't know what's
Yeah.
going on, man.
Like so. Okay. Like if you put your hand over the stats and covered up 3-0 and was like, okay, if you at phase one, you'd be like, oh, okay, that probably sounds about right. But then you like uncover all of this, you're like, holy hell, what happened? Like,
Were they lagging? Like, what are we doing here? But
yeah,
yeah,
like, cause you expect phase to win this, but yeah, not in this fashion.
yeah, dude,
I
and
guess so. I guess so. I mean, shit.
yeah, dude,
Obviously,
yeah. Faze is looking absolutely, uh, like an absolute unit. Here recently, I mean, Major Two fucking winners, and they're undefeated at the moment here, slamming a top four team. They're looking scary. They're looking scary. They're looking final form for sure. So it's definitely going to be an interesting um, qualifier round here going into the
uh,
major.
they got that Patrick Price pep talk.
Yeah,
He needs that 3 mil over 3 years for what he did for phase.
facts, facts. And then we're gonna go into the standings here. Let's see here for this season. Let me do this. Let me go back to PDL standings here. So we're gonna go to the standings for the current season after weekend 2 of Major 3. We have in first place your Atlanta Faze. Your second place is Toronto Ultra. OpTic Texas is at number 3. New York Subliners is at 4th. Minnesota Rockers at 5th. And at 6th place, we have your Las Vegas Legion. And then at 7th, we have the Carolina Royal Ravens. At 8th, we have the Seattle Surge. And then at 9th, we had the LAG. At 10th, we have LAT. 11th is Miami, and at dead last 12th is Boston Breeze. So at the moment, we have the Seattle Surge, Carolina Royal Ravens, Vegas, Minnesota Rocker, New York, OpTic, Toronto, and Faze all qualifying for champs, leaving behind LAG, LAT, Miami, and Boston. Um,
I mean, it's close, bro. I mean, you get what, 2 more wins, 3 more wins. LA is all the way up to sixth, seventh place.
yeah. And
That's
just
crazy.
looking at Boston Breach, dude, they're starting to suck wind a little bit, man. They got 50 CDL points, and the next team above them, Miami's at 80. LAT's
Yo,
at 80.
Asim finessed.
Yes, yes, he
He
did.
finessed. Oh
Finessed his
my
way to the top,
god.
bro, all the way to the top.
Hey, that's what you gotta. It be like that
Be
sometimes.
like that
That's
sometimes.
awesome. That's cool. And he got
Yo,
another chance. I mean, they're saying, "Oh, Asim's a recycle player." Like, nah, nah, nah. He's really fucking good.
I mean, Gunla's kind of
And
finesse too, if you think about it.
I,
Buddy at fifth.
yo,
Buddy in fifth.
and he's just shit talking beans. Like, got it in his drafts. He's like, "Oh, your 12th place couldn't be me." I'm like, that would be. Oh, I can't wait for the next major, dude.
Yeah, this next major's gonna be lit, bro. Oh my god, it's gonna be so lit. But for the current standings here after week 2 for the split for Major 3, we have Atlanta Faze in number 1, LAT at number 2, OpTic Texas at number 3, Carolina at number 4, Toronto at number 5, Seattle at number 6, New York at 7th, and at 8th we have Vegas Legion. At 9th we have Miami, 10th we have Minnesota, 11th we have Boston Breach, and then at 12th we have the LAG coming in at 0-3, 0-9 map. They have not won a single map this series, or this.
Dude,
Yeah, so
it's assault going to those damn raves with fucking Parasite. That's exactly what it is. Buddy is hurting. I've been there. He is not playing 100% in the CDO right now. I'm calling him out. He needs to take that. What's that stuff Dealey takes? The hydro vitamin water.
Oh my
And you need to
god,
get on the game, bro.
he's a hydrate.
Straight up.
He's
He needs to
hydrate.
drink his water.
That's funny as hell. That's funny as hell. Well, moving on into some topics of discussion here, we have the Carolina Royal Ravens set up here.
Oh, yeah.
They finally were able to move in together here. Here's a little clip of the new facility for the Carolina Royal Ravens. We have Gwen and TJ on one side, and then Playster and Fellow on the other side here, looking like a classic land setup.
Royal Ravens, hit me up. I'll visit my hometown just to come and help you with some of this cable management because this looks like a hazard. But you know what? This hazard got them that win versus Game 5 in New York Subliner.
Free cable management. You better take her up on that offer. Let's take a look at her.
This is so cute. Honestly.
That's funny.
Oh,
that's funny.
It smells crazy in there.
Eggs, bro.
There's no way. This looks like 2015.
This dude's got the car keys on the table with the Jamba Juice, the headset, the
on
two
the corner.
monitors. Dude,
Absolutely
look at this, bro.
dangerous.
Holy hell, this is insane. This is actually insane. But yeah, man, definitely cool to see Carolina kind of slumming it down.
Yeah,
But
yeah. I
winning
mean,
in
this
this
is
one.
awesome. I love to see it.
I love it. I love it. Then moving on here, we have Attach on a scene joining Vegas, saying that he's everything that we've been looking for.
Leave this in perfectly. Oh no, the vibes are great with ASIM. He's literally everything that we were looking for. Great communication, easy to work with. Brings up a lot of good points. In game, that's out of game, and then in game, like he's obviously a smart player. The type of pace to match DK, and then he's just like a really good fit. Excuse me, into the team. Like everything, even the areas he would play for normally, where he go off breakoffs for his team, is like kind of what we needed with our team too. So he kind of slotted in perfectly. But yeah, no, it's been great. Just conversation for what, 2 days, 3 days.
Well, it's good to see that ASIM's meshing well with the boys over there in Vegas. Hopefully, they can continue to go on a run and make it a champs.
Do you think he gave him the Boston strat?
He probably did. Probably gave him the Boston strats a little bit, talking about they ain't gonna do this, they gonna be doing this. Blah, blah, blah.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Oh, interesting.
I can see it for sure. But moving on here, breaking news: we have the CDL Champs venue and date being confirmed, hosted by the OpTic Texas, starting July 18th through the 21st at the Texas Center there, the Credit Union of Texas Event Center there. It's going to be an absolute masterclass there. Here's some pictures of the seating here. So here's the outside of the event, and then inside here, this is what it's going to look like.
The Doobie Brothers picture. That's cool.
So it's definitely going to be.
We're going to be there, bro. We're going to be right there.
We are going to be here for sure. You know, Blind Counter Podcast, IRL at Champs. We're gonna be there. We
just have to go live on YouTube, bro.
We're gonna have
from
to,
our phone. Yeah, we got to do something.
We got to bring like the power pack.
One on Twitch, one on YouTube, same time. Power pack.
One on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? We'll get them all going.
Ooh.
You know the vibes. So and then they're also
Dude,
going to have
I'm
a center
stoked.
stage for this event. So it's definitely going to be a interesting.
There's the stage. Hold the phone. We have a center stage.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
We have
Oh,
a center
shit.
stage, a 360 stage.
That's actually insane.
Oh, I forgot.
shit.
That's fucking insane.
I forgot. We got the.
Is this where the
Yep.
is this where the sidekicks play?
Yep.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Oh
we got
shit!
The,
So yeah, this is our literal home court, bro. This is our home court.
Yeah, this is like.
Oh, yeah,
They're gonna
that's
have a suite,
nice.
bro. They're gonna be in a
There's the
suite.
stage. Hold the phone. We have
You
a
already know
center
they're
stage.
about to be in the
Oh
suite.
You know that they're going to win this fucking. Dude, this is literally their series to fucking win, dude. I mean, it
If
couldn't be
they
set up
lose
more.
this, I will be so heated, bro.
Oh my god! If they
I'm trying
lose
to be
this,
there
they
for
they will
champs when
never lose
OpTic
it.
wins.
They will never win a champs. If they lose this champs, they will never win a champs.
Oh, gee, yeah, no, there's no
they
shot.
can't,
This would
dude, they-
never happen again.
But it's cool
Like,
to see
what?
a center stage, bro. Like that's gonna be insane. Like a walkout,
Throwback.
like
throwback.
a walkout, bro. A walkout through the fan zone, center stage. And we got the suites here. We got general admission around here. We got the VIP front and center here. This is where I'm trying to sit like right here. You
In
know
the
what I'm saying?
corners. One of the
Yeah.
corners? Yeah. But, like, think about this, too. We gotta, like... So, say if they're, like, facing the crowd outwards, okay, that's different. But what if they're, like, facing inwards and we could, like, see their screen or something? Like, we need to, like, make sure we're behind, like,
Facts, bro.
the
Like
right
here,
people.
here, or here. I don't care. Not back here because we got to get there early. You know what I'm saying? Because this shit's gonna
bruh,
be
I'm about
fucking
to...
filled fast.
I'm about to walk in right there and grab four chairs for the boys.
Eggs. That's the vibe right there, baby. Yeah, I'm excited, man. This is gonna be such a fucking good time, man. I cannot wait for championship weekend. July
Dude.
18th through the 21st in Allen, Texas, aka Dallas, Texas. So go ahead, go to the opticgaming.com. They should have their tickets on there, and go ahead and buy the
Yeah.
motherfucking tickets and pull up. We're gonna be there.
Worth it.
Come pull up.
Worth
Come
it.
come see us. You know what I'm saying? We'll be around. Maybe we'll have some new things popping off. But yeah, man, come pull up. Come say hey to the boys at BCP.
Ooh. We'll
And
be
moving-
there. Let's get it.
Yes, sir. But moving on, we have breaking news that the CDL teams will now receive a 2-year minimum guarantee with the revenue so that they can continue to invest in Call of Duty League with a more peace at mind here. So what that looks like here is that Activision says that all 12 Call of Duty teams will receive any of the 27 million entry fee payment that was made by Activision back and no longer required to pay the remaining fee to stay in the league. So right here they go in to say outstanding fees, entry fees will be eliminated. Any fees previously collected from teams will be returned in full. While we paused collection of these payments years ago, we are permanently removing this obligation while also injecting capital back into the league. So huge W out of the CDL here.
This is like this is like something that creates waves, like the millions injected back into the league when we thought they were siphoning, they're trying to like operate on the tens of thousands. Like that is huge
Yes, dude.
in context.
Yes, so next year's definitely gonna be set up for fucking success.
Oh,
for sure, dude.
bruh. If they got a Valorant type stage next year, I'm there.
Over with.
You know who we need?
We need.
Adam Epicella.
Oof. Man, that'd be
Shouts out.
insane. Shout out to Adam. But then here it kind of goes into more detail, saying teams will earn increased revenue tied to the sale of their in-game merchandise, aka team bundles, and now the Champs bundle as well. Then also recognizing that hosting large-scale events are vital to the teams and the CDL community, and we will increase existing event subsidy amounts for teams organizing live in-person events such as majors, opens, and champs. And then also the teams will receive a 2-year minimum guarantee of revenue so they can continue investing into the Call of Duty League with more peace of mind. So 2 years. Moving forward from here, they're going to get guarantee streams of revenue so they can continue to keep moving in the right direction for the CDL here. Dude, this is exciting news, man. Super exciting news. Looks like the lawsuit went well
Yeah.
for OpTic, making a lot of changes and a lot of headwind. So shout out to OpTic, shout out to Hex and Scump for making this possible. This wouldn't have been a thing if they hadn't pressed charges or made a lawsuit, whatever you want to call it. Super exciting. Super
And even
exciting.
Microsoft timing too, bro. Because Microsoft handles theirs, bro.
Facts.
Like, they're gonna handle it, and it looks like they got somebody going on with,
Yeah. So,
Scumpin team.
dude, next year is sounding good, man. We got
It's
Treyarch
poised to.
on a 4-year schedule for the first time. Gonna be Gulf War, and then they're gonna have full reigns of a CDL here. I mean,
More
dude,
money.
dude,
Oh boy.
man, it's gonna be a good motherfucking year next year. I can't wait. I can't wait.
Rostermania about to be crazy.
Dude, you
They'll
ain't
throw some
lying,
cash at
bro.
these players, bro.
You
You
ain't
already know.
lying, bro. And then a little tweet
God.
here from Toronto Ultra Ownership Group announces that Activision's new agreement with CDL teams removes its $25 million entry fee, and the team is receiving a one-time $2 million payment as part of the newly structured Call of Duty League here. So on the 16th of April in 2024, this all went down. Key components include a renewed long-term commitment to the Call of Duty League, elimination of the entry fees. Wow. A one-time
Imagine
payment.
just being like, yeah, like, hey, we're gonna give you $2 million like next few weeks. Appreciate you. Like, that's crazy.
That's insane. That's actually insane.
Thinking it's long gone, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, this is definitely better than the intended rumors that we had of it just dissolving and something else coming out of it. So they're going to just restructure the whole CDL instead. That
Thank
makes it a
God.
lot better. Makes it a lot better there.
Expansion? Question mark?
Yeah, and then we have Scump on his thoughts of the CDL buy-in reimbursement. So let's go into a live listen in for this.
Now, one thing I will say, guys, this is good. Okay, this is a W, but are we just forgetting that owners of teams and people made sacrifices because this was initially put out? Let's not oversee. People made business decisions around this entry fee. Yeah, it's good. Any fees previously collected from teams will be returned in full. While we paused collection of these payments years ago, we are permanently removing this obligation while also injecting capital back into the league. Yeah, I mean, this is crazy already, man. Like, this alone is fucking crazy. Obviously, there was a $25 million buy-in fee. For that to just be completely eliminated after 5 years, it's nuts. It's nuts.
Yeah, that's pretty nuts.
It's fucking nuts.
That's nuts, and we're not talking Mr. Professor.
Jeez.
Yeah.
No, that's like, I mean, think of it like the travel, the salaries, like all that's gone. That's gone.
It's about time, man. So I'm excited. Definitely next year's going to be an exciting time to be in the CDL and Call of Duty. So hopefully we can get some good expansion, some good growth, and some good opportunities.
There's expansion. Graphic design was good.
What up, BCP?
We'll get a
be
sponsor. We'll get a sponsor for the podcast, bro.
We can make our own team at this point. Blind Counter team.
Hey,
BCT.
Ooh.
Blind Counter Gaming. Ooh, I kind of like that. BCG.
That's kind of fire.
I kind of like that. I kind of like that.
Ooh.
And then moving on here, then we have some news from Scump as well, saying that he will not be doing a watch party for Major 4. It's going to a live listen in.
Yeah, no, they pushed the Major back, so we might not be watch partying it because that is around my wedding time.
Let's stop saying Mike. We are not watch partying Major 4.
Yeah, we're not watch partying.
Unfortunately.
And it's not our fault.
They pushed the Major back
They pushed the Major back a week. It's not our fault. We scheduled the wedding around the CDL. The CDL pushed the Major back a week. Not our fault.
That's treason against the king.
Not our fault.
Hate to see it.
Yeah, no, they pushed the
Hate
Major.
to see it, but no watch party for Scumpalation. He will be in rotation to his wedding. So, oh well.
Zuma's gonna be in his bag.
Yeah. the last major going to be in his bag for Rizil.
But then he's gonna. I mean, they're gonna. He's getting married. Then they're gonna go bam right into OpTic champs. Like it's all good.
Right into
It's all
champs.
good.
Right into another dub. But moving on, we have Octane giving his opinions for a potential CDL expansion. Let's go into a live listen in here.
Chris, it's just
Exactly.
Can I ask a question?
yeah, of course.
Go ahead.
Hey, Touch. How you doing?
Sam,
Doing
how do you
attached.
feel, how do you feel about this this topic that we have right now?
Bro, don't. Dude,
What do
don't
you-
get me started?
Wait, I just want to know Sam's input because he hasn't talked in like 30 minutes.
Sam, do you,
I don't know. I got a
Sam, do
front
you
row
want
seat to the
expan-
absolute fucking.
Sam, do you want expansion or not?
I knew this was gonna be a shit show tonight.
It's
bro.
never a bad thing, dude.
I knew
Uh,
this episode was gonna be a shit show because like people are just. People are just not open-minded on this fucking show. Like they're just they have
Oh
bad
my
experiences in the
God.
beginning of the CDL, and all they can think about.
Don't
is
say
that, and we're
people,
not-
bro.
I got
literally
paid
just
200
that.
grand. I gotta have a bad experience.
He like
That
gets
experience
up,
was
don't he?
great.
Because you wanted to come in here and talk about
That
like,
experience
He's
was
just
awesome.
getting up,
Yeah.
bro. He said, all
and
right.
it's like, bro, I just think we should support endeavors by stakeholders to try and create more opportunities. But most opportunities, people in
Look at
North
the
America
chat.
and Europe. I
Ben
also think
yapping
we
now.
all
Len,
we want the esport to
Len,
grow. We
mute
gotta
Ben.
make it a
Huge
professional
child.
esport.
All right, well, let's.
Yo,
Dylan, did you
I thought
ask
he asked
Octane or
Sam.
Ben
He's
this
gone.
question?
He's
I can't
gone.
remember.
By
Dude. Yeah,
gone, he's
dude.
gone.
So this started some controversy on the flank, dude. And it just like seemed like Ben wouldn't let anybody get a word in, especially Octane, because he's just been someone
Take
who
his
just
medicine or something. That
yeah, I
shit is
don't know
crazy.
what the hell. And then Ben on Scrap roasting him last night on the flank. If it happens again, it won't be allowed on the show. And so Scrap decided to roast Ben because he wouldn't stop yapping on the show, and then it just kind of turned into a lot of drama. So we're gonna go into a live listening from Ben's point of view after the
I
fact.
was watching this live.
At the end of the
bro.
day,
It was
like if you're gonna
hilarious.
come on the show, be a polite guest. And he wasn't, and then he cooked me at the end. Like he's very lucky that we'll give him a pass on this one. But if it happens
me at
again,
the
I'm
end.
going to literally not allow him to come back on the show. So I don't know. The whole show was a mess yesterday.
not gonna come back.
I felt like I
Basically,
contributed to the
you got
mess,
shit
and I
on.
apologize
It's
for that.
hilarious.
But I also felt like it was just
And
all
then he clowned me.
this complete
He
shit show.
clowned
I
on me.
also want to say one more thing. Well, the interrupting thing. I think Tommy's at the end of the day. If Tom wants to host a show, I think he's gotta step in. Like if he doesn't, if we want to have better flow on the show, like we need to have a better culture of like
Dude, I don't
him directing
understand this
traffic on the
dude,
show.
bro. This
At
dude's
the end of the
such
day-
a goofball, man. And then and then we have Ben and Scrap tweeting out each other as well. So Scrap tweeting out saying, "So we're just gonna host champs as a home series." They're finessing, and then Jay Nassim tweets back saying, "Crybaby cheese," and then Scrap coming back
up.
with, "Shut the fuck up, bitch." Old bitch.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, dude. They're
Crap
just
didn't even do the right shit. Oh my god. Where's
the fuck up,
where
old
the
bitch.
apostrophe, bro?
Dude,
The
that's
fuck
funny.
up.
Dude. Oh my god, man. They're just Scraps an absolute.
That was 57 seconds, and he said it like back in like 25. That shit is funny.
Scrap going crazy, bro.
He texted him right. He tweeted right back.
Right away. Fuck up, bitch.
Oh, fuck.
Then moving on here, then we have a little bit of an interesting thing for a checkout for, if you will, if you're the OpTic Texas. So we have a 20 versus
What the
1
fuck?
featuring Dashy. Ladies, it's time to shoot your shot. 20 women, 1 Dashy, May 2nd at 8 p.m. Central Time. Twitch TV/methods. Looks like going to be doing some sort of bachelor party, bachelor thing for Dashy. So I don't know what the fuck they're thinking, but we got Call of Duty play. We got lock in. This dude's over here talking about some
I know, bro.
female.
What is going on?
I
This
don't
is
know.
this is either wait, when was this? Okay, yeah, no, it's probably. If this is real, it's gonna be hilarious. But like, yo, lock in.
Lock in, bro. That's funny if that happens. Interesting to see there. So go ahead.
Oh, I'll watch.
May
I'll grab-
2nd.
That's
I'll-
popcorn
I'm
on
pulling
that.
up.
Imagine him, bro.
I mean,
OpTic Denny. Shouts out
it's
OpTic
gonna be
Denny.
like
He said-
sketch, you know.
so
What's
what-
up, brother? I didn't know we were playing the Golden State Warriors.
So what checks your dope? Like shit like that, dude.
So do you know like rotations on Rio P3? You know
It's like,
Rio
it's like
spawns.
you're getting chowed and everyone else has high grain but you. It's like, oh that girl, I'm chowing.
Oh my. Next round.
Like I can't wait to hear this guy
You're
talk.
rotating
This
the next
is
round.
hilarious.
Oh my god, it's gonna be a fucking vibe.
Rotate. No. Rotate.
Then moving on here, we have the
Oh.
COD mobile skins have a whole movie scene on them now. So we're gonna go into a live listen in onto inspect on a mobile skin for a gun.
Don't worry, soldier. I'm with you every step of the way. We stand together.
What the what?
We fight for the generations to come.
That's an inspect on a fucking weapon, dude. It is literally a World War II cinematic scene, dude.
Crazy. What
Like,
are they doing? Why?
COD Mobile has so like
I love
this
COD
is
Mobile,
insane, dude.
I'm an advocate for COD Mobile. It's actually really lit.
Dude, that is insane, bro.
And if you have a backbone sponsor, maybe one day. That
Man,
would be crazy, but
that's
yeah,
pretty
I
cool.
love playing backbone with the COD Mobile. Look at this.
That is actually insane. Just to think that's a gun. Anyhow, moving on.
Yeah.
We have Octane now catching strays from Enable here in a clip, so we're gonna go into a live listen in here.
No. You know the craziest thing, see, is I've known Sam for so long, and he is notoriously not a ball knower. I don't understand how, like, now that he's retired, he got this stigma from like all of his chat and just like COD casuals. They think he's some sort of genius. Like, this guy was literally coined the human turret because he no ball knowledge in that cranium. He just shot straight. So like, and it's crazy how it works, because I now was falling for it. Like, oh, Sam just knows ball now, but like, Sam never knew ball. Like, who do you think taught Sam how to rotate and play for the dub?
So enable shooting shots here at Octane, saying that he doesn't know what he's doing. He just shoots straight. So I thought that was funny here, so I wanted to share that with everybody. And then moving on here, then we also have Jimbo registering in Weekend's Challenger Cup alongside 8 Prospect Archives and Tay ETC. So I find that interesting that a professional player turned hacker turned into exposee is now going back into champs, or not champs, but challengers within
What?
the same name here, Jambalaya. Right there, you see it on the screen. Confirmed hacker.
The Exiled. What is this? The Exiled?
Dude, they are trolling, bro. Trolling.
They have to know better. Like, this is dumb. This
So
is dumb.
that's actually insane. But man,
Oh
Faze
my
approved
God.
it, and then after some heated discussions on Twitter here, Face It admins have ruled that Jimbo is not eligible to compete in challengers. Showing here, so Jimbo is not eligible player and cannot participate in the tournament. Right there, boom. So we'll
Read
see.
lunchtime.
Lunchtime.
This just in the comment.
This just in, Jimbo.
One.
One has
registered to compete.
Yeah, for
Bro. Just another coffee. Fuck it.
oh my god, yeah. I mean, now what's gonna stop him from making a new username and joining up? I mean, honestly, like, anybody's gonna do
come
it.
on.
So it is what it is. But it's actually insane. Actually insane. And then moving on to the second, or the last topic of discussion here, we have a tweet from OpTic Hitch that I wanted to share as a closing comment for this episode here. So he goes on to say, a promotion/regulation system for Call of Duty could help the league, in my opinion. Long rent. So we have 4 leagues here. The first league would be a CDL team, or a CDL league with 16 teams. League is only on PC, and then after that, there's the second league will be Challengers. Will be another 16-team league, console only. Matches played during the week. Top 4 teams play in a tournament against the bottom 4 CDL teams to qualify the split and make the top league. Bottom 4 teams fight to stay in Challengers, and these 16 teams will have top seeded and challengers opens during the majors. And then the third league will be an amateur league, which will be another 16 teams, console only during the weekdays. Top 4 team play in. Good seeding for challenger opens during the major. Bottom 4 teams regulate. And then there's going to be the last league, which will be just an open bracket. Team signups, console only. Open tournament on the weekends. Top 4 promoted to the amateur league and move forward there. So the benefits here would be eyeballs. People want to watch organized Call of Duty. Ease of entry. Small orgs have something to work towards and hope to get screen time and pitch sponsors. Create creator run teams. Have tons of hype behind them. Stallions, moist, moments. You can see teams work together to start. Yeah, man. That's what I'm saying, dude. So this is like super cool thought here. So I wanted to definitely share this here. I could definitely see this being something
I would love it,
blossoming in the future for sure.
I would love that.
Yeah, dude, that would be insane. And just
It's
kind of
always Call of Duty to watch, bro.
Yeah.
And like, you got more people to keep eyes on. You got to open amateur challengers, and you got the pro team with expansion. Like, you could have the Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta stream and just run it, bro.
Absolutely. But that's gonna be it here for this episode here, episode 28. So we really appreciate y'all kind of tuning in here. If you guys are still here, go ahead, leave us a follow on Twitter at the Blind Counter Podcast. You can also follow us individually here, the Offset X, the Akira Amane on Twitter. Then you can also follow the Blind Counter. We're actually on Apple Music for podcasts, and then also Spotify for podcasts. And also you can check us out on YouTube as well at the Blind Counter there. But Mr. Amane, man, really appreciate you kind of coming in here and doing your thing. You're always the GOAT when it comes to everything that you do here as the co-host here at the Blind Counter Podcast. If you guys made it this far, man, we really appreciate you guys. Any closing comments that you want to speak about?
Appreciate you, bro. I mean, that was a vibey one. I mean, I'm excited for this weekend too. I mean, there were some weird games, but it was a good weekend. So I like watching, and yeah, looking forward to the next one. But yeah, appreciate you doing your thing like always, and had some people pop in. Shouts out Sponge. Shouts out Musty Pants 420. Appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah, episode 28. We're getting up there. It's crazy.
Yes, sir. So check us out, man. Go ahead, leave us a like, drop a comment below what you'd like to see next, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.